Okay, recording this video after close of trade Wednesday, 22nd of February 2012. In the end, it ended up being a rather boring day. I only think we've got about 8 points in range between the high and the low. 4,500 tip bar chart. This is the open today. We kind of, got above 60 a little bit and down to 53s. So maybe it was about a 7-point range here. 4,500 tip bar chart. You can see kind of overnight. We sold off yesterday. We had exhaustion buying, exhaustion selling down here. Rambo patterns. We kind of raced away kind of overnight into Rambo patterns resistance. And we kind of came down. I honestly thought we were going to have a breakaway, runaway kind of trend update today. What I'm kind of looking at on my charts, if you look at this on a 40,500 tip bar chart, we had this kind of gap up move the Sunday night into President's Day Monday up in the kind of high 60s here, and to me this looks like a complex correction on the way down. We've now made on this time frame two flush patterns. We've come into support here. It's also kind of, we've broken out and does resistance become support on the way down? We kind of bounce and kind of head back up. On the 13,500 tip bar chart, yeah, we maxed out on that overnight kind of session, of kind of come off. The question in my mind is, with this kind of exhaustion selling signal here, bullish divergence, flush and so on, is this enough to hold the market here and continuation of the rally? Or is this kind of a rush for the doors, and all we saw today was just the market trying to make up its mind? This 1356 that we closed at is an absolutely key level. It was the level that we kind of broke below on this move, kind of raced above it, and we've come back to rest on it. So it's kind of really interesting that that's that kind of important point. Start looking at some of the risk-on trades, the different markets. You've got gold and silver really kind of taking off. We've got copper and crude also kind of taking off, but the crude move is kind of all driven by Rambo patterns on the way up over the last 3 or 4 days, so it's a little bit suspect. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar have definitely weakened. The euro's just hanging, looks like it's kind of ready to pop, and then British pound's kind of down. So we've got this whole kind of little bit of a mix. So certainly the quantitative easing kind of trade with gold and silver kind of taking off seems to be in, but not everybody's joining in exactly at the moment. And the bonds and the US dollar are just trying to decide which way to go. Personally, I think we're going to have a pop to the upside. There's a lot of negative kind of press around, a lot of people saying the breadth is lousy, blah blah blah. A lot of people, I think, want the correction to take place, and that's kind of a good enough reason for us to rally. But in terms of signals, let me just go through this on the 1500 tip bar chart today. We had this Emini down bar into a blue professional bar here. I got long at 58.75 here. Kind of initially went in my favor, kind of came back, tested my position here. Blue professional bar kind of comes in with exhaustion selling. I was definitely early. I should have been waiting for this kind of signal here, and then so thought that was all kind of good. But then we had this amateur up bar, and then the news kind of came out, existing home sales at 9 AM. We kind of went the other way. I got kind of scared out of my trade, took a 2 3/4 point loss down here at 56, and then the market rallied and went the other way. So I jumped back in here and felt pretty good about things going to 60. Jumped in at 57.5, and then it just all fell apart. Was holding through all of this garbage, and then when we came back again at 57.25 here, I jumped out because I saw all these blue professional bars on the high getting short here, and went short at 57.25 and picked up my 4 points here, but I'd lost 3 in this kind of chop in the meantime, so I only ended up 1 at the end of the day. But it was okay. Pro signal exit kind of down here. 53.25 was a 1/4 point off the low of the day, so I was very lucky to get out there. And then we had this pretty strong rally into 58, and we're kind of testing back down. So and we're back up at 56. So we're kind of in this zone. We could be in a congestion zone, kind of waiting for a breakout kind of trade. So consolidation kind of day to day, which means tomorrow's going to be a little bit more fireworks. So let's see. I was hoping for that kind of runaway upside break today. We might get it tomorrow, or we just might lose confidence. 56 goes, and we're kind of away down. So let's just wait and see. Just a little thing on the 500 tip bar chart. The end of trend patterns were rather nice today, so kind of high of this sequence here, low of this move here, complex correction, then picked out the low down here, picked up the high of this kind of trend move up here. So really nice little signals on the 500 tip bar chart, and if you kind of match those up with the 4500 tip bar chart where they're kind of working together, I mean, with range bound days like this, that's definitely the way to kind of trade it. For me, I was kind of just happy to get out with a winning trade at the end and kind of end the day positive, so I just quit at that point. Didn't really know which way the market was kind of trending. Anyway, I'll tag on a couple of those videos from today. Not sure, it's not worth the time of putting them all on, I don't think, but anyway, I'll put a few on, see what you think. Anyway, I hope your trading went well today. Just reverse, went short 57.25. So I just it's not going to hold, I don't think. Blue professional bars kind of came in 59 next time around, and then here two blue professional bars kind of came in, and we needed that to hold, but the lows kind of got broken, and it's not a good sign. I know this is this activity here looked like it was just buying this potential breakout, but it does not want to go. Negative 13,000 on better momentum, doing all kinds of damage in terms of more sellers break into a downtrend on 500 tip bar chart. When 56 goes, we'll get a strong move. I know, looked like it was gonna hold, but seemingly not. Anyway, let's see. Short 57.25. So we got support now on the 500 and 1500 tip bar chart just at 56, and we're coming kind of back down. If we break that, I think it's going to break hard. The reason why, we just haven't stopped this move. Initially we had bullish divergence here kind of coming, and we did have a good decent kind of 3-point rally off here, but these better momentum readings are even stronger on the downside here, and that was not enough to flush all the sellers out. The professionals kind of came in when we came back up 60, so now that was kind of selling this move short. So 56 looks like it's going to go. Shame. I thought we'd have a strong rally day. Here we go. It's breaking. Okay, rainbow pattern on the way down. See, could form a bullish divergence here, but let's wait till we see cyclical support on 45. Target's at 53.25. At the moment, let's just wait and see. Broken down. Target's at 53.25. Just hoping for another kind of flush down. Minus 20,000 on better momentum is a big reading. Just kind of playing with moving the target, but after being led by rainbow patterns, not sure. Blue professional bars kind of coming at lows on the 500 tip bar chart. We need to see bullish divergence before this turns around. We still got pullback to end of trend to make, so just hoping. Okay, another exhaustion kind of selling, but come on, let's just retest the lows, get down there. 8 just came within quarter point of target, kind of bounced back up. Just having to wait until we kind of retest those lows, maybe kind of crash through. Find a bullish divergence signal here. It's not, we've not got pullback to end of trend. It's just, let's see another kind of swing down, please. Blue professional, okay, pro signal exit just gone off, exhaustion selling and so on, but still going to hold out, and exhaustion selling kind of down here on the 45. Let's go. Okay, we just had bullish divergence coming on the 500 tip bar chart, but it's right on the zero line. We've got to see a flush signal kind of somewhere in the middle, kind of down here. We're coming up to a pullback and a downtrend, so quarter point, unbelievable, and not going to let this go. Got to see it through. So another pass down. The buying kind of slowed down a little bit, so here we go. So this will be a pullback and a downtrend. Let's get taken out. Still looking for that pullback to end of trend sequence. Just had a Rambo bar here. We've got to have a sell-off kind of signal somewhere in the middle, like a flush signal kind of down here between exhaustion, bullish divergence. That was just too close to the zero line. So still holding out. Just out at 325. Excellent. 4-4, which makes me up 1 for the day. Not great, but at least I changed direction here. And so we're about to make pullback to end of trend. I thought the selling would be a little bit more violent, so we might kind of head down to through 53s before that end of trend kind of comes off on the 500 tip bar chart. Anyway, I might call it a day there. Tricky day. Anyway, hope you traded better than me.